Okay, so today's goal, first of all, today's NTI day 13, and our goal for today is to be able to solve for volume of prisms and cylinders. So I have a few prisms and cylinders drawn here for you, and I'm going to do a couple of these with you. Now, before we start there, I want to talk about this formula, V equals capital B H. This is what I like to call the mama formula of prisms and cylinders. This is where all the formulas come from, okay? So V equals capital BH. Let me explain what I mean by that. So, to find the formula for volume of, let's say, a cylinder, V equals capital BH, you have to know what the base shape of a cylinder is. The base shape of a cylinder is a circle, like here is an example of a cylinder. The base shape is a circle, okay? And we have to know, okay, what's the formula for the area of a circle? The area of a circle, like we worked on yesterday, is pi r squared. Okay, so why are we talking about that? Great question. Capital B in this mama formula represents area of the base. So depending on what the base shape is, the formula is going to change. Okay, so cylinder, the base shape is a circle. So that's pi r squared is going to go in for capital B, area of the base, times height. Okay, now a triangular prism. A triangular prism has a triangle base. Here's an example right here. Okay, see the triangle bases? Base is like top and bottom of the shape, okay? So triangular prism has a triangle base. So formula for area of a triangle is what we're going to substitute for capital B. So we have to know area of a triangle is 1/2 base times height. Substituting for capital B, area of the base, times height of the prism, okay? And the last one we're going to do is a rectangular prism. I'm just going to abbreviate here. A rectangular prism has a rectangle base, okay, like front and back, rectangle base. Area of a rectangle is length times width, so that's going to give us our formula for a rectangular prism. Length times width times height. Okay, now that we've gone over that, let's go into a couple of example problems here. Number 1, find the volume. Well, first we have to identify, okay, what kind of prism is this? The bases are triangles. This is a triangular prism. So we're going to use the formula that we just derived here. And we're going to substitute and solve. Now, a triangular prism is probably the hardest because you notice you have 2 heights. Okay, remember, this is area of the base. So this is height of the base. Your second height is always height of the prism from base to base. Okay, so we're going to substitute here. Let me show you. 1/2 base is 8 times height of the base is going to be 5 times height of the prism from base to base is 7. And now we're going to solve. 1/2 of 8 is 4 times 5 times 7. 4 times 5 is 20 times 7. And 20 times 7 is 140 inches cubed. With volume, your units are always cubed because it's 3-dimensional. Okay. All right, let's do a couple more, number 2 and 3. Find the volume here. Okay, well again, your first step is to identify what you're dealing with. This is a cylinder. So we're going to use our formula for volume of a cylinder, which is pi r squared times height. On your worksheet, it does say to use 3.14 for pi, so I'm going to go ahead and put that in there. And now we're going to substitute. Radius is halfway across the circle. You all probably remember that from 7th grade. Halfway across the circle. Here it's 4. And again, height is from base to base. It's going to be 9. Now we're going to solve. I'm going to need that calculator right behind you. That's 3.14 times 16 times 9. I'm going to come over here. 3.14 times 16 is 50.24 times 9 is 452.16. Again, cubic inches should be your volume there. Okay, and now down here, this is a rectangular prism. How we know is because the bases are rectangles. Okay, so this is probably the easiest one you'll encounter. So we're going to use V equals length times width times height here. Length and width of the base is 6 and 5. And height of the prism is 11. My marker's running out here, I apologize. And now we're going to multiply. 6 times 5 times 11. You see I'm doing it all at the same time, no problem. Gives us 330 inches cubed. Okay. If you have any questions, as always, feel free to reach out to me via email or on Google Classroom. I hope this helped.